firepower.
Oh, it is. It is, and it's not. This isn't going to be easy, and that's something that Chicago here, they're going to have to jump on this. They're going to have to take advantage of these few guys being out of the lineup and guys that can do some damage on the scoreboard. Chicago's got to jump on it.
Fourth overall on the team in scoring, second amongst the players dressed, and the highest scoring defenseman on MJDP's roster. Wears number 93. It is a 17-year-old from Wheeling, Illinois, Daniel Luska. Luska, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points in the season.
And, that's great. You got right at just about the halfway point with 13 points. Last year he had 7 goals, 22 assists with 29 points. So he's on par to surpass what he did last year. And at 6'2", 170 pounds holding that line, Luska does a really good job with that.
Fifth in the team in scoring, third amongst the players dressed on the roster. Wears number 92, one of the youngsters on this MJDP team, the 17-year-old from St. Hyacinthe, Quebec, Canada, Thomas LeBlanc. LeBlanc, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points on the season for the number 92. And after a slow start, LeBlanc has found his sea legs, if you will.
He has, and he's a player that can. You look at his college that he had over at the St. Bernard over there in Quebec. With 27 games played, 25 goals and 26 assists with 51 points. So that's a guy that can just really, really turn it on.
He was the leading scorer for the Troyas last season. Fourth on the team in scoring amongst the players dressed. 6th overall. Start of the year of the Metro Jets Elite. Now is a firm member on this MJDP squad. Wears number 22. The 18-year-old from Flagstaff, Arizona, Liam Smith. Smith, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points on the season. For Smith, he was dynamite on the Elite squad. And the coaching staff knew right away he belongs in Premier.
Yeah, and that was it with his brief stint there with the Elite. He had the 4 games with the 6 points, and the Flagstaff Avalanche there in Arizona, 20 games played, 19 goals, and 21 assists. So just a young guy that can that they feel that they can really rely on, and it's showing through, being one of the top goal scorers here for the Metro Jets.
Fifth in the team in scoring amongst the players dressed. 7th overall is another defenseman, wears number 46 for MJDP, the 18-year-old from Vilnius, Lithuania, Paulius Juzusinas, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points on the season. He has really settled into his role in the Premier squad after playing for the Chicago Cougars Elite team last year.
Yeah, with 41 games played on the Elite team with 5 goals, 15 assists, total of 20 points. I mean, that's to go from there up to this Premier team. I mean, I think he's fit in really well. He's settling in, and he's going to be just fine this year.
Answering the call in goal this afternoon for MJDP, wears number 1, the 20-year-old from Highland, Michigan. It is Cooper Langley. We'll get the call here this afternoon. A record of 2 wins, 1 loss in Premier play, a .433 goals against average, an .853 save percentage for Langley, who has split time this season between MJDP and the Metro Jets Elite team, where he has, in 2 games played on the Elite side, a .250 goals against average, an .889 save percentage, including 1 shutout. We know he can play. We know he's a good goaltender. Yeah. It's just by his own admission, he's had a hard time settling in here to his new surroundings.
Yeah, and that's just something that, you can talk to a goaltender all you want. It's they have to get that through their head. And sometimes it can be a tough thing to do. For they're so set their ways on how things were done, how they perceive things, and but I think Randy Wilson's gonna between Randy and Sut, I think they're gonna do a really good job with him. He's gonna be just fine.
And the team he will face is the team that calls the Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, home about 15 minutes northeast of Joliet. It is the Chicago Cougars, and leading the way, wears number 9 for the Cougars, a 20-year-old from Plano, Illinois, Caleb Lind, 4 goals, 9 assists. 13 points on the season for Lind, who played last year with the Chicago Cougars and started the year with the Elite squad, but Phil Bushbacher, like with Liam Smith on MJDP, he knew Lind didn't belong in Elite.
Yeah, and that's why he pulled him up, and 5'11", 165 left-handed shot. This kid, we know that they're going to be relying on him to put some points up, get some pucks in the back of the net here for the Chicago Crush team.
Second on the team in scoring, wears number 85 for the Crush, the 20-year-old from Crystal Lake, Illinois, Owen Hartnett. Second on the team in scoring, 8 goals, 3 assists, 11 points on the season. You know, last year, the USPHL National Championships, he played against the Chicago Crush as a member of the Islanders Hockey Club. Well, he's a Chicago native, Chicagoland native, decided he's going to call the Crush home this season.
Yeah, he is. And, with that Islanders Hockey Club elite squad, he had 47 games played, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. So he's almost there already, and he's not even done with the season.
Third on the team in scoring, Jacob Patashny is a scratch today, lower body injury. So third on the team in scoring amongst the players dressed. Wears number 17 for the Crush, his third year as a member of the Crush. The 20-year-old from Romeoville, Illinois, Ryan Brown. No goals yet this season, but he's got 10 assists on the season.
Yeah, and he's gonna be just fine, because even with the 2 games played he had with the elite, he just had I believe it was just 2 assists or just 1 assist. But he's already doing well. He's going to settle in. He'll be just fine with this team. A lot of these guys just really need to start meshing together, and they're going to be all right.
Another player in his third year, the Chicago Crush, tied with Brown on the team in scoring. Wears number 18, the 19-year-old from Downers Grove, Illinois, John Martino. Martino, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points on the season.
Yeah, and Martino again, he had 3 games with the elite, and he had the 3 games played with just a 1 assist. And before that, he was with the Peoria Mustangs, and so these are guys that he has here that he's moved a lot of guys around, right? He's got some guys that have played in the elite that are coming up here, and so it's a change for them in the style of gameplay. So they're gonna be all right. These guys just need to get it down. They need to mesh. That's gonna be their main thing right now.
Tied for 5th on the team in scoring. Wears number 24 for the Crush. Another call up from the Chicago Crush elite squad. The 18-year-old from Hickory Hills, Illinois, Joey Bledsoe. Bledsoe, 8 goals, 1 assist, 9 points on the season. For Bledsoe, who is tied with the highest score amongst defensemen on the roster, the number 25, the 18-year-old from Scottsdale, Arizona, Addison Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger, no goals yet, but he's got 9 assists on the season.
And that, and just on the elite, he had the 9 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. So they know he's a guy that can help, that can contribute, that can put the goals in the back of put the puck in the back of the net and protect that blue line, which is all stuff that they're going to be looking to do against this MJDP team.
Answering the call in goal here this afternoon, the 20-year-old from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, wears number 30, Brendan Kuzbel. Kuzbel, 2 goals, 2 wins, 6 losses, a .381 goals against average, a .905 save percentage for Kuzbel. The former Fort Wayne spaceman will answer the call here this afternoon against the Metro Jets Development Program. And that has been the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show as we jump right in the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. Locations throughout the Metro Detroit area, including 1 less than a mile down the road from us here at MCIA. Get your morning started right for a quick pick-me-up during the day. That is Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. And standing alongside for the second time in about 2.5 hours, General Manager, Head Coach of the Chicago Crush, Phil Bushbacher. Phil, first of all, your Chicago Crush Elite Squad, they are a powerhouse, my friend. A tip of the cap to you. Nice 8-4 win here earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, credit to the kids for giving a good effort. We left last night about 9:30, got in about 3 a.m. here. So told them this will be a test. This is similar to Nationals where, sometimes you have a long travel day, you play in the morning. So, no, all the credit goes to them. They did a great job. First period kind of sloppy, but we eased into it pretty nicely.
8-4 victory moves your team, your elite team, to 23-2-0-1. Just a dynamite start to the 25-26 season.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're a great group. Not only good players, but just awesome kids, right? And they're very coachable. They buy into everything that we say, Coach Dean and myself. And, again, it's one of those things where if you stick to the plan and it works, we know where we have to make changes. And so far, everything's been good. But, I'm sure we'll meet some adversity along the way at some point, too.
So let's pivot over to the USPHL Premier side of things. Things not going as well for the Premier Crush as opposed to the Elite Crush. Is there any one thing that you can attribute that to on the Crush Premier side?
I think the biggest thing is, we have a lot of guys who need to learn how to win at this level, right? If you look at our results, every game's a close game. I made the comment to you earlier, we could play the Blackhawks to a 2-goal game. We could play, Metro to a 2-goal game, Toledo, whoever. We could play a Bantam team to a 2-goal game, right? So just learning that the little things are big things in hockey, blocking shots, getting pucks out, discipline, those things translate at every level, right? So it kind of is what it is. We can't change the past, but hopefully today will be the start of a kind of a new chapter for us.
It's been an pretty even series so far between MJDP and the Crush. The 3 games at Summit Ice Center. The first 2 went to overtime, and then the MJDP with a 2-1 victory the last time these 2 teams met. For those that weren't able to watch those games at home, you saw the results. 2 overtime games and another 1-goal game. How close was it? It's almost like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, in both of those games we had good goaltending, whether it's Brendan Kuzbel or Jack Alivato. Our goaltending's been splendid all year. Our scoring is sometimes there, sometimes not, right? And the way our team is built, our defense is really strong. They're mobile. They move pucks. They're able to create from the blue line. So both those games were hotly contested, as I'm sure today will be as well. But again, games played on details. Power play, 3-on-3 is a toss-up in overtime. We were fortunate enough to, be able to create an opportunity, and then the Jets did it the night after. So, basically, about as even as you can get in this level.
So we like to kid Justin Kinville, our Director of Hockey Operations General Manager here with the Metro Jets Hockey Club. He wears a lot of hats. Well, I think you may have them a little bit. You wear a whole lot of hats. In addition to General Manager, Head Coach of the Chicago Crush Premier and Elite Team, you're also involved heavily with the Chicago Cougars and the Chicago T-Rex. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I guess my official title is the Director of Hockey Ops for all 3. So for those of you who have been watching Jets hockey and you see the Royal Blue Helmets playing for all Chicago teams, that's kind of where that's coming from, is that all 3 of our teams are very closely associated. My role is to make sure that players are getting their play time, and there's often opportunities where guys might play more in another jersey than a Crush jersey, right? So I think the biggest thing for not only myself but our kids is having an open mind and realizing that we have to put the player first at all times, right? So as you saw today, we had 10-6 at Elite, we have 11-6 at Premier. It's just one of those things of you're going to go where there's the most ice time, and some nights it might be in a different color jersey.
I got you. Now Summit Ice Center, I know there was the arena's built, the bubble as it's known for. They're here in the USPHL. Getting ready for a big weekend next weekend, the USPHL Chicago Showcase. You're going to be one busy man those 5 days.
Yeah, you mentioned wearing other hats. I also work a full-time job. I run a gym kind of similar to what Jamie does back in Chicago, and my wife and I are also expecting a daughter in January.
Congratulations.
So, the hats are going to become even more numerous very soon. But looking forward to next weekend, it's one of those things of we have a lot of schools coming, 10 to 12 already confirmed. A lot of great teams coming from various divisions, whether it's Big Metro, Toledo, Fort Wayne, Squatch, you name it. There's a lot of really good teams. So we're looking forward to a great event. Obviously our first time doing it, so we don't know necessarily what to expect, but we're going to jump in with both feet with U18, Elite, and Premier. So, it's going to be a very, very hockey-filled weekend, as every weekend is for us right now.
So both you and Jamie Lovell both owning a gym. If you guys had to arm wrestle, who'd win?
I don't know. Jamie looks like he's a little bit, more serious than me, so I think he might take it. But I got the size advantage. So
you may have the size advantage.
I don't know. Jamie's,
But he has players throw medicine balls at him, so I don't know what that.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I first met Jamie 2 years ago in Utica at Nationals, and we were the only 2 guys working out at 7 a.m. before going to the rink. So we kind of bonded over that. But no, it's one of those things. The company I work for, Illinois Bone and Joint's a big regional thing, and we have 4 performance centers. So if I'm not at the rink, I'm at the gym or on the bus or cutting video. So it's a pretty pretty eventful life, but it's all hockey related, so it's all good.
Before we go, I do want to thank you, as well as Pete and Amanda Olson, for the honor and the privilege of being invited to the 2025 USPHL Chicago Showcase. It means a lot to me to take a quick story before we let you go. My first year in the USPHL was the 2019-2020 season. I was with the Columbus Mavericks at the time. The first showcase I was ever invited to was the Chicago Showcase that year. So holds a lot of special memories. I love Chicago. I'm so excited to get over there next week.
Yeah, and we're excited to have you. And I speak for, not only all three clubs, but the Olsons as well. We're excited to have the whole league. We've been talking about this rink for a long time. It's been in the works for a long time. We're excited for everybody to see it. And, I speak for the Olsons on this too. We're really trying to do something good for not only hockey in Chicago, but at the league level too. So we're excited to be a part of it, and hopefully we continue to be one of the leaders in the division. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well, Phil, as always, a pleasure, my friend. You're one of the good guys here in the USPHL. Certainly appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That was your Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. We're going to step aside real quick, come right back for pregame ceremonies, opening drop of the puck. Game number 2 of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. CIA, this one in USPHL Premier Play features the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Chicago Crush. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up high in the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman, our color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, Tyler Naiman, man the controls as always on the camera. And when she's not stalking victims, our Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter, Sarah Vassar, talks to the players, making an impact after each and every period and at the end of the game. A member of United States Figure Skating USFS, whether your focus in figure skating is individual, competition, testing, or recreational, MCFSC is for you. All these opportunities, as well as becoming a part of the Spirit family of figure skating, are available to you when you become a member. Golden Greek scratches for the game. Before and after the game, located right across the street from MCIA, the official restaurant of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Scratches first for the Chicago Crush. Scratch number 16 of Cole Darla. Scratch number 19 of Jacob Potocny. Scratch number 98 of DJ Long. Scratch number 4 of Hunter Pope. Scratch number 55 of Van Bickers. Scratch number 57, Ramsey Paulo. Scratch number 35, Daniel Gertner. And scratch number 37, Jack Alavato. Add number 74 of Chase Kaufman. For the Metro Jets Development Program, scratch number 11 of Lucas Benavidez. Scratch number 24 of Connor Wheeler. Scratch number 53 of John Lejabokov. Scratch number 70 of Arnold Party. And scratch number 97 of Noah Badurka. Coming up here very shortly, the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineup. The Metro Junior Jets Mount Clemens Hockey Club offer Little Jets Learn to Skate program, house and travel hockey programs for girls and boys. The Junior Jets are also the only organization in Michigan to field the parent Junior A hockey program. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them here at MCIA. A true development ladder of some of the most experienced coaches in Metro Detroit. It is the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization. We talked about Q doing everything. Phil Bushbacher does everything about with the 3 clubs in Chicago. Q's out there
taking
getting the
care
nets
of
ready.
business. Yeah, and that's the type of guy Q is, man.
Yes,
he's
indeed.
He's a workhorse. I'll tell you that.
These 2 teams, this is, as we mentioned, the 4th meeting of the season, 4th of 5. Every game is decided by 1 goal. The first 2 went into overtime. November 7th at Summit Ice Center, the Crush skating to a 3-2 victory over MJDP. The next night, November 8th, MJDP returned the favor, 3-2 overtime victory over the Crush. And then on November 9th, the Crush losing to MJDP in regulation, 2-1.
Yeah,
MJDP 2-0-1 against the Crush.
They've been some good games, close games, and I wouldn't expect anything less here today.
The last time the Crush played, you go back to November 30th, right after the USPHL Detroit Showcase, a 3-2 loss at the hands of the Chicago Cougars there at Summit Ice Center. While MJDP, their last game, was their last game of the USPHL Detroit Showcase on Monday, November 24th in a, shall we say, a rough and tumble affair with the Bearcats Hockey Club, where MJDP skated to a 7-0 victory that day. Unfortunately, as a result of that game, Noah Badurka serving the first of a 5-game suspension, the leading scorer for MJDP.
Yeah, that's just something when you get those guys like that. Those are the guys that, when you're that much of a contributor, you can't be doing things like, you just
right.
can't do that and put your team at risk for 5 games in a row. That is just not a good thing to do.
And Badurka will be back for the final game of the USPHL Chicago Showcase on December 14th. Also want to mention Lucas Benavidez, third on the team in scoring. He is back home in Florida with a family as his grandfather just recently passed away. So on behalf of all of us for the Metro Jets Hockey Club, we offer our sincere condolences to the entire Benavidez family. Anything, everyone says this, but anything we can do for you guys, please don't hesitate to reach out. But our sincere condolences.
The staff and all us here, we stand behind every single one of our players and the families and parents and everybody. Will do anything we can to help them out, and that's just that's what we do, Matt.
Yes, indeed. This is as soon as my math is right, the 19th all-time meeting between these two clubs. The MJDP with a 9-4-2-3 record, while the Crush with a 9-8-1 record. It's pretty gosh darn even.
Oh, yeah. And that's, the elite game we just did, I was expecting that to be a lot closer, but, the Crush there just in that end of the second, end of the third, they opened up their can of whoop, you-know-what, and they stayed on it. And these games here with MJDP have always been really close.
Indeed.
And we're gonna see what's gonna happen here in just probably about 1 minute. They're gonna be getting ready and
as we'll jump into the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineups. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena for game number 2, our Thursday doubleheader. This matchup in USPHL Premier Play and features the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, who will face off against the Chicago Crush. Here's the starting lineups for the visitors out of Lockport, Illinois, the Chicago Crush. Starting at left wing, the 19-year-old from Naperville, Illinois, the 28, Josh Yeats. Starting at center, the 18-year-old from Park Ridge, Illinois, the 88, Mikey Large. Starting at right wing, the 18-year-old from Hickory Hills, Illinois, the 24, Joey Bledsoe. Starting on defense, the 19-year-old from Albertville, France, the 22, Tomeo Tissot. Also on defense, the 18-year-old from Channahon, Illinois, the 44, Brody Luzbatek. And starting in goal, the 20-year-old from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, the 30, Brendan Kuzbel. General manager, head coach of the Chicago Crush is Phil Bushbacher. And now the starting lineup for the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP. Starting at left wing, the 18-year-old from Garden City, Michigan, the 71, Caleb Curto. At center, the 19-year-old from Montgomery Village, Maryland, the 49, Ryan Jacobson. Starting at right wing, making his Metro Jets Development Program debut, the 18-year-old from Clinton Township, Michigan, the 41, Vince Pica. Starting on defense, the 18-year-old from Harrison Township, Michigan, the 37, Mario Boscovich. Also on defense, the 18-year-old from Bois Chateau, Quebec, Canada, the 61, Alex Fournier. And starting in goal, the 20-year-old from Highland, Michigan, the number 1, Cooper Langley. Head coach of MJDP is Jake Howie, assisted today by Danny Vanderweel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you're able for the playing of our national anthem. for the second time this afternoon. It's time to play some USPHL hockey, this time on the USPHL Premier side. As the pregame ceremonies are complete, national anthem is played, and here we go for the second time today. The Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Chicago Crush. Your referee is Derek Woodworth. The linesmen are Brandon Batons, as well as John Perks. As MJDP, the designated home team, of course, wearing the home blues, the white and red trim. They're skating right to left on your television screen, while the Chicago Crush, who play their home games at the brand spanking new Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, about 15 minutes northeast of Joliet in the Chicagoland area. They are the road team, of course, wearing the white uniforms. Yellow, orange, red, blue, gray, black trim. They are skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial as we are underway. Caleb Curto with a puck. Shot there was deflected. And picked up there by the 28 of Josh Yeats. Over to Alex Fournier, who grabs it. And puck dropped down by Kuzbel, who hangs on, the former Fort Wayne Spaceman goaltender. 19:39 to go here in period number one. Just underway, our second game of the day. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. Same bat times, same bat channels. Jets Elite, Crush Elite, MJDP, Crush Premier. Same identical times and everything tomorrow. Friday, December 5th, right back here at MCIA. As we are well underway, picked up there by Addison Knopfsinger. Looking for it, he found Owen Hartnett, was knocked away. Thomas LeBlanc grabs it as the 71 of Connor Edwards lost a wheel. Picked up by Spencer Stanhope, bouncing puck, doesn't get all the way through. Picked up by Edwards, who feeds it up to the 17 of Ryan Brown. Brown not out, kept in though by Thomas LeBlanc, and now picked up by Liam Smith. Pressured there by the 9 of Caleb Lind. Lind now to Brown. Try to feed it to Hartnett, and it goes all the way down to the MJDP zone. Spencer Stanhope will grab it up to Liam Smith. Smith tried to feed it up to Chris Kobayashi. Kobayashi tried to skate through a quartet of Crush, and it comes back in the neutral zone. Yazusinis sends it in, and icing will be the call. 18:36 to go here in period number one. As much as the Chicago Crush Elite were the team to beat in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division play and the USPHL Premier, it's all Fort Wayne Spacemen. 18-4, 36 points, 13 points ahead of MJDP, who will have a single game in hand. The Spacemen setting the tone there on the Premier Midwest side.
Yeah, they are. You look, going down, you got Chicago behind them with 14, Crush at 11, and T-Rex only at 8. So in regards to the standings on that with the top 5, it's actually spaced out quite a bit. You got the Cougars and the Crush only 3 points difference, but the Cougars being 9 points behind the Metro Jets.
With 2 games in hand.
It'll
be 3 after today.
Yeah, so it can it could be really difficult for anyone to catch up to anybody right now.
There are a few games today on the Premier side of things. And some finals already. But with relevance, the Red Banks Generals all over the New Jersey Rockets 8-1.
Oh, wow.
The Worcester Railers spanked the Springfield Picks 9-0. That's the same Springfield Picks that eliminated the Metro Jets last year in the quarterfinals.
What's in their water over there?
No kidding. Florida Junior Blades defeat the Florida Eels 4-3.
I had a feeling that was going to be a good game, and it looks like it was.
End of the first period, New York Dynamo up 1-0 over Universal College Gatineau. And later on tonight, Fresno Monsters against the USPHL Premier Pacific Division leading Ontario Junior Reign tonight. 7:45 Pacific time face-off. That's 10:45 Eastern, 9:45 Central. Picked up by the 23 of Cameron Schaefer, who set it in. And now picked up Vincent Sarantano. will bring it in. He's been around a while. Third season with the Crush organization. Big hit by Clovis Gamelin on Sarantano, and Gamelin's heading to the box. And this might be more than two.
Yeah, that's going to be a 5 minute for boarding.
5 minute major for boarding on Clovis Gamelin. And that'll put the Chicago Crush on the power play for the first time. And they're struggling a little bit. 17.1% have scored 12 power play goals and 70 opportunities with the man advantage, while MJDP will go on the take it to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill, 83%, 35th best in the league. They have scored one shorthanded goal this season. So right off the get-go, that one shorthanded goal, by the way, scored by Chris Kobayashi. So a 5 minute major for boarding on Clovis Gamelin, who's the leading scorer for the team amongst the players dressed. With the first and third leading scorers, Noah Baderka and Lucas Benavides out, MJDP did not lead their second leading scorer in the box serving a 5 minute major.
No, that's just not the situation they want to be in at the beginning of the game, especially to give this Chicago Crush team an opportunity to really get into this game when all their games against MJDP have literally been within a goal. A few two, but most of them are really, really close games, and a 5 minute like this could make all the difference in the world and the whole entire outcome of the game. So Jets trying to clear it out as Jacobson puts it back, goes back to the bench for a change. Chicago going to put it right back in.
And so Cooper Langley is going to get a big test here early. Puck comes back to Edwards. Edwards feeds it across for the 25 of Addison Knopfsinger. And Mario Boscovich knocks it in. And as we always mention with the 5 minute major, Matt Naaman, if the Crush score, that major does not come off the board. Clovis Gamelin must serve the full 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, it can be a goal-scoring buffet. You know, you just keep going. That full 5 minutes, they're short.
Luska will send it down. Picked up by Brendan Kuzbel.
MJDP able to knock off just shy of 2 minutes off of this 5 minute.
Yeah, so far so good.
Play.
Definitely so far so good for them. Picked up by Caleb Lynn, the former Chicago Cougar. One of the things that the Crush, we did get a chance to talk to Phil Bushbacher about, was the fact that their two leading scorers from last year, Spencer Calkey is now a Chicago Cougar. Second leading scorer, Jason Gongol, is now a Chicago T-Rex. They're in the same building, just wearing the wrong colors, if you will. And the absence of Calkey and Gongol has been noticeable this season.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Picked up there by Matasiak over to Dukic. Dukic with a shot, and he scores!
He didn't see it until it was too late.
Did not see it. Kirsten Dukic, the 19-year-old from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, put the Crush on the board. And for Dukic, his first goal of the season.
And it couldn't come at a better time. They still got 2:22 left of this 5 minute power play.
The Chicago Crush strike first. They lead 1-0. And there's still 2:22 left in the Gamelin Major. So MJDP still on the penalty kill for another 2+ minutes. Martino sends it across to Sarantano. Vincent Sarantano kicks it off. Cameron Shaver trying to dig it out. Picked up there by the 22 of Tomeo Tissot. Tissot now to Martino, to Sarantano to the side of the net. Shot there, save made, and knocked away by Chris Kobayashi.
Hey, with the way these Crush are looking right now, if the MJDP can keep them to 1 goal in this 5 minute power play, that's going to be looking really good for MJDP, even though they'll still be down 1-0. This is something that the Crush are going to want to jump all over to at least try to get 2 goals in this 5-minute, considering their record.
Kirsten Dukic, his first goal of the season, comes on a power play from Alex Matiziak, and Caleb Lynn at 5:20 has given the Crush a 1-0 lead. Chicago Crush first goal coming on the power play. His first goal of the season, scored by number 11, Kirsten Dukic.
Chicago tried bringing it in. It was just going to be offside, so we had to let that go.
Time of the goal, 5:20.
And MJDP just kind of wasted time to burn time off the clock as Jacobson is able to chip it in. There's just 57 seconds left in this 5-minute power play for the Chicago Crush with just 13:10 left in the first period.
And Alex Fournier knocks in the neutral zone, picked up by Connor Edwards. Now to Addison Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger to shot, blocked there by Boscovich. He'll send it all the way down. Still 40 seconds left in the 5-minute major for boarding on Clovis Gamelin. And keep in mind, and we mentioned it before, MJDP without their first and third leading scorers, Noah Baderka as well as Lucas Benavidez, both out. Connor Wheeler is still out for a while. And John Lejabokov is a scratch today as well for MJDP. So some heavy firepower missing on this MJDP side. Puck goes all the way down to Dukic. And looks like MJDP, big hit by Yazusinis. And a penalty coming. Just as Gamelin comes out of the box. Paulius Yazusinis is going to head off now. As Josh Yeats sent hard to the ice.
And let's see what this is going to be. Head contact.
Head contact. Is it a 2 or a 5?
Looks like 2. I can see what Q's doing to the scoreboard.
Well, it's 20-1.
Yeah, he did that last time too.
Right.
So it's going to be a 2-minute.
Yep. Paulius Yazusinis. Yazusinis, 2-minute minor for head contact. Put the Crush right back in the power play. They're 1 for 1.
As Lusko is able to intercept that one, just looking to buy some time.
Minute 35 to go here in the first period. It's been all Crush who have spent the majority of this game on the power play.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
far.
you look, we're at the 11:30 mark, and there's been 7 minutes in penalties, and here's another one right here.
And another penalty coming.
And I
It's going to be on the Crush.
That's going to be against the Crush.
That's
We'll see what this one's going to be.
Yeah, that's going to negate that power play.
And actually give the MJDP a 49-second
Another
power
head
play.
contact minor being
Wow.
called. This one on Caleb Lynn and the Chicago Crush. Boy, referee Derek Woodworth ain't messing around today, is he?
No, when I saw him out here earlier, he wasn't chewing his gum.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh boy, he doesn't have his gum today. This is going to be bad. I saw him out here chewing on his gum, so I'm assuming he was going to be okay, but he's not putting up with anything here today.
Schaefer with a shot and gloved down by Brendan Kuzbel. Let's meet Brendan Kuzbel, the 20-year-old goaltender from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, former Fort Wayne spaceman, 2-6 record with a .381 goals against average, a .905 save percentage for Kuzbel, who last year split time with the Fort Wayne Spacemen of Premier and Elite squads, where he spent 2 years with a Spaceman Elite before making his Premier debut last season. Previous to that was a Mid-Michigan Raptor in the Michigan High School Athletic Association. We've seen Kuzbel a time or two, haven't we?
Oh, yes, we have. As the Jets just trying to put something together, and there's 49 seconds left of this 4-on-4, and then the Jets will go on a brief power play for 49 seconds. So hopefully what they're going to be looking for is to have possession on the 4-on-4. A big hit right there on Luska. Hopefully have possession when the 4-on-4 ends. The Jets will have a 49-second power play. Hopefully they have possession. They can go on the rush, set up, because it's not a very long power play, so we'll see what they'll be able to do with this.
Man, do I get extra for doing PA?
No.
Okay.
I don't get extra for doing what I do.
Oh, come on. You got a raise coming, don't you?
No,
Okay.
I don't. Q always tells me it's in the mail.
Right.
So
It tells me that, too.
I honestly think I have the worst
Game
mail
led,
service.
sent hard to the ice by Connor Edwards. And here comes Mikey Lard. Sorry to interrupt there. Lard with a shot, and Langley makes a save. While we're at it, let's go ahead and meet Cooper Langley, the 20-year-old goaltender from Highland, Michigan. So far, in 4 games on the Premier side, a 2-1 record, a .433 goals against average, an .853 save percentage. While over on the elite side, Langley with 2 games played, a .250 goals against average and an .889 save percentage, 1 shutout this season for Langley on the elite side. Spent time last year with the Atlanta Capitals and the Minnesota Moose in the NA3HL. Previous to that was also a Madison Capital U18 AAA program for the former Milford Maverick in the Michigan High School Athletic Association. We talked about it, Matt Naiman, as MJDP on a very brief Metro Jets Foundation power play. We talked about Cooper Langley, by his own admission, had a little trouble getting acclimated to things at the early going of this season, but he has settled down since then.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys. Some get onto it quicker than others, and it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and doing okay. So right now they were able to kill off that brief power play, and the Jets were not able to jump on that.
And icing the calls, we got debris on the ice.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know.
It's a sock, maybe?
I thought
really
initially I thought it was a net guard or something.
Oh, it's a net guard. Yeah, it is a net guard. It is a net guard.
That's a pretty well-used net guard, I could say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Chris Kobayashi will take the draw. We talked about in the previous game with the Metro Jets Elite and Chicago Crush Elite. This is MJDP's first home game since a true regular season home game, minus the Detroit Showcase, since October 29th. So it's been a while since MJDP has had a true regular season formatted home game. Though they were here, obviously, for the USPHL Detroit Showcase.
That's one of those, it counts but it don't count.
Right. And while they've been gone, Chris Kobayashi, who has the puck now, hit a milestone, his 150th career game. This is career game amongst his junior career between Premier and Elite. Game number 156 for Chris Kobayashi. So congratulations to him. He hit game 150. It was actually a little bit ago.
Was that over the showcase that he hit the 150?
He hit it on November 15th at Summit Ice Center against the Chicago T-Rex, an 8-4 victory by MJDP over the T-Rex. That was game 150 for him. So congratulations to Chris Kobayashi, who started his career with the Jersey Hitmen Elite.
Wasn't the Jersey Hitmen? We used to go to all the showcases. I mean, we still do, but they had that green bus or whatever, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Chicago Crush score again, 2-0. Vincent Sarantano, who loves Mount Clemens Ice Arena. My goodness. Sarantano, the 19-year-old from Oak Lawn, Illinois, makes it 2-0 with his first goal of the season on the Premier side. And it's 2-0 Crush. MJDP's been behind the 8 ball since the opening drop of the puck here.
They
with
have,
a couple of power
shortly in, just going that 5 minute, and they have not been able to gain any traction.
Unfortunately, a telling sign, the Chicago Crush have only had 3 shots on goal. 2 of them have found the way past Cooper Langley. MJDP with 6 shots on goal already. It's 2-0 Crush. Vince Picca, the newest member of MJDP, had it knocked away. And here comes Josh Yeats the other way. Yeats sends it across. Mikey Large with a shot. Langley with a save, and he pokes it away. But comes back the other way. Connor Edwards picks it up. It was Vincent Sarantano, his first of the season on the Premier side from John Martino and Keith Watkins at 12:08 of the first period to give the Crush a 2-0 lead. Chicago Crush second goal. His first of the season.
Right now, here comes Pika right up the center, able to put it off to the side. And Chicago is going to come back out with it. Metro just trying to find some traction as they're going to wave that icing off. He's going to play it around. They come up long stretch past the Rabone. Rabone was not able to pick it up.
And now Bledsoe sends it in. Picked up there by Boscovich, who sends it across for Paul Yazusinis. Yazusinis trying to feed up to Gamelin to Rabone. Aiden Rabone started the season hot. He has cooled off of late. Comes back to Yazusinis. Yazusinis to Ben McLean. And puck knocked into the MJDP bench and out of play. 6:09 to go here in the first period. Six minutes to go here in period number one. Liam Smith brings it in, but it's offside.
Oh. Still no updated surprise on there, as you and I both keep going back and forth checking on it. 5:55 left here in the first.
Yeah, we're both checking. We have a pending announcement, but we can't tell you anything more than that.
Yeah, and that's just it. We're waiting.
We're waiting patiently.
Patiently waiting.
Pete Kamek is waiting patiently.
We're patiently waiting to tell you guys.
Right.
We know what it is.
Yes, we know what it is. It's big.
We've had strict instructions.
Yeah. We were threatened with our lives. We were threatened decapitation.
Yeah. We could. It was either, we could die or even be killed, and we chose neither.
You could die and be killed.
Yeah.
And then beaten.
Oh boy.
Afterwards. That's how strict to secrecy we are right now. Liam Smith with a little bit of help there from Thomas LeBlanc. Knocked away there and picked up by Jace Levine. Levine, his second season with the Crush. The thing about the Crush, you notice with a Phil Bushbacher coach team, there is not a lot of turnover. Levine is one of just two remaining original Chicago Crush from the inaugural 2022-2023 season.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you on how many, really, I guess you could say, buy into the program. They enjoy what they do. They enjoy what they get over there. And especially amongst hockey players and the guys coming up, just the word of mouth, what they got going on. And, they spread the word on what Chicago's got going on and helps them bring these guys in and stay.
Jace Levine, number 21, the 17 of Ryan Brown, the two remaining original Chicago Crush, now in their fourth season. So they went through the experience last year of not playing any home games. Yeah. They've been through it all with Phil Bushbacher. As Steve Maltese was the head coach the first three seasons before Bushbacher taking over. Landon Graham threw everybody, but was knocked away by Kuzbel. But comes back to Boscovich. Boscovich with a shot into the paraphernalia. Brendan Kuzbel, who hangs on with 3:31 to go here in the first period. The Chicago Crush don't look anything at all, Matt Naiman, like a team on a 6-game losing streak, 2-7-1 the last 10 games.
Not at all. I mean, They're looking sharp. They're blocking shots. They got 2 goals already, just in the first period, and so the Jets are going to go back into this locker room here in just over 3 minutes, and they're
Lynn to Bledsoe with a shot blocked by Boscovich.
Wow,
a great setup.
I thought that was in.
Oh, I did too. Picked up by Pika. Trying to feed up to Caleb Curdo. And it comes back to Boscovich. Boscovich chops at it. Picked up there by the 28 of Josh Yeats. Yeats couldn't get by Boscovich, and Boscovich knocks it away. Kicks it over to Caleb Curdo. Comes back to Knopfsinger. Addison Knopfsinger trying to feed it up to Yeats. Caleb Lynn backhands it off the side of the net. Comes back to Joey Bledsoe. Bledsoe now to Dukic, who opened the scoring with his first goal. Both crushed goals, as Langley makes the save, both crushed goals by players scoring their first of the season. Kirsten Dukic at the 5:20 mark on the power play, and Vincent Serrentano at 12:08. Both their first premier goals of the season has given the Crush a 2-0 lead.
On a really important game for the Crush right now to get those much-needed points they need.
For sure. I mean, they're 3 points back of the Chicago Cougars for third, and after today, the Cougars will have 2 games in hand. So the Crush need the points here on the road today and possibly tomorrow. Knocked away, picked up by Hartnett to Brown. Ryan Brown, shot, patted away by Langley. Luzbatak had it knocked away by Rabone, and it comes back to Ben McLean. Gets it down the neutral zone for Dukic. Kirsten Dukic sends it in. Picked up, brought in by Spencer Stanhope. Stanhope to McLean. Ben McLean, backhand shot, looking for Rabone, who had his stick lifted to the last second. Here comes Chase Kaufman the other way. Knocked away by McLean. Usenis had it knocked away. Big hit there by Gamelin. And picked up by Ben McLean.
Yeah, Gamelin's really been throwing the body around, and they've been throwing the body around on Gamelin because they see what he's doing. And
Gamelin to LeBlanc. Thomas LeBlanc has some room. Little toe drag, shot, blocked there by Dukic. And here comes Jace Levine the other way. Levine tried to get around Schaefer, who pushed him to the outside. Looking for Mikey Large. And it goes all the way back down. Luzbatak will grab it. Luzbatak over to Mikey Large, who ironically is 5'8". I'm waiting.
I'm not going to say it.
Luska brings it in. You know, Phil Bushbacher laughed at that today.
I know that's where you were going to go with that, and I was like, man, I'm trying to, what can I do? No, I'm going to leave it alone.
All right. Liam Smith with the puck. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Less than a minute. Serrentano battles with Schaefer. Big hit by Schaefer, and Schaefer ended up going down. It was a big hit nevertheless. Here comes Thomas LeBlanc. LeBlanc down with Kobayashi heading toward the net. Shot patted away there. Rebound went through the goal mouth.
Wow.
And just wide. Kobayashi couldn't keep it in. Now he does. Gets a second effort. Picked up by Serrentano. Serrentano knocks it in for Keith Watkins. Watkins over to Lynn. Couldn't get a handle on it. Now Picka over to Liam Smith. Here comes Liam Smith. The 18-year-old from Flagstaff, Arizona. 4 games with the Jets elite, has 6 points. Well-deserved call up to MJDP as Caleb Lynn grabs it. This first period about to come to an end, and it's been all Chicago Crush. The horn sounds to end period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. Chicago Crush was 7, while MJDP was 7. The score at the end of 1 period of play, Chicago Crush 2, Metro Jets Development Program 0. National Coney Island first period interview coming up as we get to see the lovely yet formidable Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club honors reporter Sarah Vassar, who is going to talk to a man we just talked about just a little bit ago, played his 150th career game back on November the 8th. It's Chris Kobayashi standing by with Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Chris, this is game 156 for you. What? Yeah, I know. What has this junior hockey career been like so far?
Oh, it's been a ride. There's nothing like the family you meet here on the ice, whether it's home, wherever you come from, or you're away playing a new program, new city.
So what do you think that you guys have to do heading into this second period to change the score?
Play hard, get shots on net. I mean, I think we could be a hell of a lot stronger on our sticks. Just getting pucks in, getting pucks on net. If we can get pucks on net and guys in front, it's wraps.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, we did it again, didn't we? We caught him at the end of a shift.
Yeah, I know. It always happens.
Poor guy.
That's all right. The score at the end of one period of play, Chicago Crush 2, MJDP 0. We'll take a short break. Come right back for first period recap, start of the second period. You're watching Metro Jets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game number 2 of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. This matchup in USPHL Premier play. The score at the end of one period, the Chicago Crush 2, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP 0. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up on the flight deck, alongside color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman, Tyler Naiman, as always, manning the controls on the camera, while Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to prey on helpless victims here at MCIA. We say that with all the love in the world to Sarah. As we jump in to National Coney Island first period recap. National Coney Island has been in business since 1965, celebrating their 60th anniversary this year, and currently owns and operates over 20 restaurants here in southeastern Michigan. Corporate headquarters are located just down the road in Roseville. Home of the original location. Call 1-888-44-CONEY and order now. Shots on goal in that first period. Chicago Crush was 7, while MJDP was 7. But it was a Crush getting on the board first. Kirsten Dukic on the power play, while the MJDP was trying to kill off a 5-minute major for Bordy on Clovis Gamelin. Dukic capitalized his first goal of the season from Alex Matiziak and Caleb Lynn. That came at 5:20 to give the Crush a 1-0 lead. Then Vincent Sarantano, his first goal of the season on the Premier side. On the assist from John Martino and Keith Watkins, that came at 12:08 to give the Crush a 2-0 lead as we head into the second period. These two teams right back in action tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel here at MCIA. Before both teams head back to Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois. Though the Chicago Crush do have one more game before they host the 2025 USPHL Chicago Showcase. And that game is coming up on Sunday afternoon, December 7th, as they'll host the Chicago T-Rex. They'll have to travel all the way across the hall for the road game.
There, that works better when I hit that
Yeah.
button, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a long walk, and
May have to stop
see how they
halfway.
handle. Hopefully the road legs don't bug them much.
Right. Hope they'll probably have to stop halfway. The rest, a little rest stop. That game's at 5 o'clock Central. Then the Crush. They need to talk to their schedule maker. For the USPHL Chicago Showcase, they'll play the Columbus Mavericks on December 11th, the Toledo Cherokee on December 12th, the Metro Jets on December 14th, and the Battle Creek Colonels on December 15th. While MJDP, after tomorrow's game, they'll head to the Chicago Showcase. Their schedule ain't much better, ain't much easier, that's for sure. The third game of the season against the Columbus Mavericks on December 12th. Their doubleheader day, December 13th. And boy, you talk about a doubleheader swing. Red River Spartans in the early afternoon, Toledo Cherokee at night. And then they wrap it up on December 14th against the Cincinnati Cyclones. Next home game after tomorrow for MJDP will be right before the Christmas break. Thursday and Friday, December 18th and 19th, the Chicago T-Rex come to town here at MCIA. That's December 18th and 19th before they go on the Christmas New Year's break and head to the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase, where MJDP will play the Hershey Cubs, the Jersey Hitmen, the Typhoon Hockey Club, and the Charleston Colonials. Wow. The Chicago Crush, before the Christmas break, will head down to F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville, Tennessee, for a 3-game set with the Red River Spartans, December 19th, 20th, and 21st, before they head into the Christmas and New Year's break.
That should be a set of interesting games right there.
For sure.
Those are games right there with the two of them. Those can go either way really quick.
After the Chicago Showcase, the Crush are done with showcases the rest of the season. Other than the Red River Spartans trio of games, It is all USPHL Premier Midwest Division action, save for one game at Summit Ice Center. We get ready for period number 2. Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, wearing the home blues with a white and red trim. They're skating left to right on your television screen while Chicago Crush out of Lockport, Illinois, wearing the road whites with the yellow, orange, red, gray, blue, black trim. They are skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. We're right back in action tomorrow. Doubleheader Friday, December 5th. They score! Vince Picka and Ryan Jacobson connect on the goal to put MJDP on the board. And Vince Picka, his first game as a member of MJDP, the 18-year-old from Clinton Township, Michigan, his first goal as a Metro Jet, who has MJDP trails 2-1. Vince Picka coming over from the Sheridan Hawks, NA3HL. He had a goal and 2 assists for 3 points in 8 games for the former Lance Cruz Unified Laker, so he's familiar with the surroundings here at MCIA. Former teammate and now returning teammate with Mario Boscovich, who also was a Lance Cruz Unified Laker. Picka sends it in. Connor Edwards grabs it. So Vince Picka, he's got the puck again. Picka with a shot. Saving rebound comes out just wide. Caleb Curto. As Alex Fournier back to Picka. Vince Picka. Knocked out the puck there by Edwards and picked up by Ryan Brown. Owen Hartnett didn't know where it was. Brown picks it back up. So Vince Picka, his first goal in his first game as a member of MJDP from Ryan Jacobson and Caleb Curto at the 17-second mark of the second period. MJDP almost went 3-on-1 and picked up by Chris Kobayashi. Kobayashi to Thomas LeBlanc with a shot deflected wide of the net. Comes back to LeBlanc, knocked to the boards by Dukic. Picked up by Liam Smith. Yazusinis with a shot goes wide. Picked up by Liam Smith. Smith to Kobayashi. Knocked out the puck there by Dukic. Comes back to LeBlanc. Thomas LeBlanc, pressured by Caleb Lind, who grabs the puck away. And now Owen Hartnett grabs it. Metro Chess Development Program, MJDP's first goal. His first goal of the season, score by number 41, Vince Picka. Assisted by number 49, Ryan Jacobson. And number 71, Caleb Curto. Time of the goal, 17 seconds of the second period. That's MJDP's first goal. Picka, his first of the season, from Jacobson and Curto at the 17-second mark of the second period. Picked up there by the 74 of Chase Kaufman. Had it knocked away, now Spencer Stanhope grabs it. Pressured off the puck there by Jace Levine. McLean sent it cross ice to Clovis. Gamo with a shot. Kuzbel makes a save, and now picked up by Martino. Over to Kaufman. Got in the neutral zone, Yazusinis. Sends it right back in. Picked up by the 14 of Matiziak. Went nowhere, now picked up by Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer off the board, knocked away by Levine. Jace Levine sends it over into the corner. Mikey Large goes after it. Pressure by Aiden Rabone. Gets it back behind the net, and Cameron Schaefer will grab it. Rabone clips it over to Clovis Gamelin. Gamelin had it knocked away, gathers it back up, but Mikey Large will grab it. Instead, send it to Serrantano, who lost the wheel. Daniel Luska gets up ahead of him and kicks it over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer now to McLean. Big hit there by Keith Watkins, and he's going to head off. Puts MJDP in their second Metro Jets Foundation power play of the day. They're 0 for 1, though that comes with an asterisk. It was a brief 21-second power play in the first period. So MJDP, 21.8% on the power play. Have scored 17 power play goals and 78 opportunities with the man advantage, while the Chicago Crush, 75% in the penalty kill one of just 2 teams left in the entire league that have not scored a shorthanded goal this season. So MJDP looking to tie this game. They trail 2-1. Chicago Crush had an excellent first period, but MJDP has come out strong here in the second. Fournier, top of the face-off circle. Over to Kobayashi. Kobayashi trying to bank it off the backside of Kuzbel. And picked up by Ryan Brown. Over to Alex Fournier. Fournier feeds it back over to Liam Smith. Now to Kobayashi. Kobayashi to Donald Pratt. Pratt had it knocked away by Ryan Brown. And the puck comes all the way back down into the MJDP zone. Chicago Crush penalty to number 7, Keith Watkins. A 2-minute minor for charging. Penalty called at 3:17 of the second period. That's the Crush Watkins, 2 minutes for charging. And a 3 minute.
Boy, and Gamelin had that wide open, just couldn't release the puck quick enough.
The Metro Jets Foundation power play.
That was about to be a 2-2 game. He just couldn't release it quick enough. He had to settle that puck down before he took that quick wrist shot.
15:35 to go. 55 seconds left in the power play. Shot by Yazusinis goes high and wide. Cameron Schaefer keeps in the zone. Back to Yazusinis. Paulish Yazusinis over to Cam Schaefer. Schaefer back to Yazusinis. Misfired on the shot. Gathers it back up over to Ben McLean. McLean pressured there by the 25 of Addison Knopfsinger. Rabone trying to dig it out. So is Yazusinis. Rabone does dig it out. Fire, saved by Kuzbel. Rebound comes out. Gamelin couldn't get a shot off. By Connor Edwards, kept in by McLean. Over to Gamelin. Clovis Gamelin. A little bit of help from Ben McLean. McLean off the board to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer to Yazusinis. Yazusinis now to Ben McLean. McLean top of the faceoff circle. Over to Schaefer. Back to Yazusinis. Top of the faceoff circle. Fires, deflected wide. Now comes back to Gamelin. Gamelin back to Yazusinis. Lines up, fires up high and wide. Both teams back to full strength. So both teams back to full strength. Chicago now 2 for 2 in the penalty kill. McLean over to Boscovich, over to Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot deflected wide. And picked up there by the 24, Joey Bledsoe. Got it out in the neutral zone. Chicago trying to get it out, to get a line change. As Bledsoe dumps it right back into the zone.
Gave him just enough time to get that line change in.
Yeah, just enough, too. As MJDP shot 6-0 in favor of DP in this period. Rabone over to Boscovich. Mario Boscovich will send it up for LeGros. And MJDP may have got away with one. There was 6 players on the ice. But nice bench awareness nevertheless. Schaefer with a puck. Stolen by Sarantano. Vincent Sarantano gets the puck back, misfired, and Schaefer knocks him to the ice. Picked up there by Boscovich. Boscovich had it knocked away by Owen Hartnett. Hartnett sends it across. Over to Martino. Martino back to Hartnett. Knocked away by Jarrett LeGros. LeGros trying to feed to Blake Brackett. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Brackett now with the puck. Over to Landon Graham. Went behind him, and now Hartnett will grab it. Owen Hartnett with the puck. The former Islanders Hockey Club product. Had it knocked away by LeGros. And Hartnett gets it back. Feeds it up to the 11. Kirsten Dukic had it knocked away. Here comes LeGros back the other way. LeGros up, fires blockers away by Kuzbel. Here come the Crush the other way. Caleb Lynn with the puck. Tries to get around Stanhope. Puts on the brakes. Leaves it for Brown. Knocked away by Landon Graham. Blake Brackett trying to get it out. Kept in by Levine. Sends it behind the net. Alex Fournier will grab it. Fournier spins. Sends it up to Blake Brackett. Brackett with the puck. Brackett with bouncing puck and into the glove of Brendan Kuzbel, who hangs on with 12:15 to go here in the second period. Excuse me. You're relaxed there, Matt?
I am right now, trying to
gotcha.
keep track of a few different things here. Kind of why I've been kind of quiet.
You've hit your allotted words for the day, have you?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Curdo to Yazusinis. Bouncing puck goes wide.
2.
Picked up by Daniel Luska. Over to Yazusinis. Bouncing puck shot saved by Kuzbel. It's not for the lack of shots for sure by MJDP, as they have been dominating here in this second period on shots. 8-0 now in favor of DP. As Vince Picca will grab it. Vince Picca, 6 foot, 180-pounder.
Yeah, something was said in that locker room, and I'll tell you what, they paid close attention.
It's been rumored that Jake Howie, head coach, threatened to disembowel some of the players.
Oh, I couldn't.
We say that in jest, but we're not far from the truth. How many people right now are looking up disembowel?
Well, and the thing is, though, too, is that
Mikey Large, backhand shot, save, rebound, puck is loose, penalty coming to MJDP.
They know the potential of the players they got. They know whether or not they got more in them, and when they're messing up, and so those are the things that they are getting corrected. And it seems that they did, but now they're going to be shorthanded here, giving the Crush an opportunity to come right back.
Cameron Schaefer, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. We'll put the Chicago Crush back on the power play. They are 1 for 3 today. That's how the Crush opened the scoring in the first period. Buck sent down Rabone in a foot race with Tissot. And Tissot will slow things down. The 19-year-old from Albertville, France. Up to Vincent Sarantano. Too far for him. Alex Fournier knocks it over to the corner. Met there by Keith Watkins. Pressure there by Alex Fournier, and Fournier able to knock it out all the way down into the Crush end.
All right, so the Crush are really looking to capitalize on this power play right here to extend their lead to at least 2, as there's 10:25 left here in the second period and 1:20 left in this power play. Well, we'll see what the Jets can do. Right now they're doing a good job tying it up in the Crush end. Burning off that clock.
MJDP Schaefer, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
As it comes all the way down, it goes in right quick back out. Crush trying to get back into it. And Pratt able to knock him off the puck.
Pratt with a shot off the crossbar. Wow, Donald Pratt. Donald Pratt has turned things around quite a bit here this season. During one of the 2 trips to Chicago for the 3 games against the Crush, he was sent to play for the Jets Elite team for a game. 2 games, matter of fact. He scored a goal. And I think that woke Donald Pratt up a little bit.
It did. Even during the spring training, he was someone that I was keeping an eye on. And his skills up along the wall on those 50-50 battles, he's just so strong on the wall. I mean, I don't know how many times I saw him during spring training. He was the one that came out with the puck. He's just so strong on the wall, just a real strong skater. So there's really something there with him, and that's what this MJDP squad is going to be looking at.
The 19-year-old from Coral Springs, Florida, 6'1", 185-pounder. Spent the last 2 years with what is now the Typhoon Hockey Club's elite program. So his first premier experience is here with MJDP.
That's going to do it for that power play.
Indeed it will. Both teams back to full strength. Picked up by Edwards with a shot, patted away by Langley. Caleb Lynn grabs it, knocked away by Stanhope. Stanhope knocks it in the neutral zone. Kobayashi trying to feed it up. Found LeBlanc, was looking for Smith. Smith grabbed the backhand shot, patted away by Kuzbel. Kobayashi off-angle shot. Yazushina steps up, fires, save made. Caught the top of the glove of Kuzbel. Stanhope couldn't keep it in. Pressure there by the 28 of Josh Eads. Caleb Lind keeps it in. Shot. Scored. Top shelf Caleb Lind. The 20-year-old from Plano, Illinois. His 5th goal of the season. And the Crush get their 2-goal lead back. They lead 3-1.
Well, they didn't need that power play.
No.
You're just about done with your smoothie.
You can hear me?
I ordered something.
You ordered something?
I'm waiting for it to come up here.
Okay.
They said there was a line at Chop to Trite. So.
All right.
But I haven't gotten anything on my phone to say anything was ordered yet.
Well, I'm going to the regular Coke Zero now. Well, you know they're somewhere ordering stuff on Amazon.
Probably.
Who has your card, Paige?
Unfortunately, the wife has it, and it's stored on our Amazon account.
Oh, see? I knew it. 3-1 score. And here comes MJDP back the other way. Luska over to Galen with a shot. Save rebound, and the puck went in the back of the net. And Woodworth, Derek Woodworth, is in conversation.
It's going to be a tough call because Woodworth was in no position at all.
No goal.
I said they covered his.
Wow. Well, there you go.
And that's why there was a discussion with the other referees there as well with Woodworth, because Woodworth was in a bad position to see even if it went over that line.
Right.
That's where he conferred with the other referees to let them know what they saw. And then from there, he makes his decision.
And Jake Howie would like an explanation. You know when Jake Howie uses his hands to talk, you know he's perhaps
he was a little perturbed.
Disgruntled. Yeah,
he's not happy. Good thing we don't have him mic'd up.
Oh my gosh. Which is a great reminder of tomorrow's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview for the MJDP Crush game tomorrow. MJDP head coach Jake Howie.
Don't remind him about what just happened.
Right, yeah, do not remind him what just happened.
Hey, we got anyone bringing us coffee tomorrow?
We should probably work on that.
We should reach out to for our coffee sponsor of the day, right?
Chicago Crush 3rd goal. His 5th goal of the season.
As here comes Chicago back the other way. Luska able to steal that. Center ice trying to get it back across. Not able to do it. And here comes Chicago back the other way. Quick little turnaround stop trying to put it across the ice.
And puck goes out of play. So yeah, Jake Howie, head coach of MJDP, not thrilled at the moment. And you called it too. And we like Derek Woodworth, referee, longtime referee.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing him for years.
Well, you called it just simply out of position.
Yeah, and that's tough, and that's why he got with the other nice shot stop there. But that's why he talked to the other referees and hey, what did you see? I didn't see it. What did you see? And from there they have that conversation, and he makes he's the judge and jury in that aspect of it.
Indeed, he is. I remember Derek Woodworth refereeing old IHL games back in the 80s up at IMA Sports Arena.
Is that when the pucks were made of concrete?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That was back in the old IHL days at the old IMA Sports Arena, now Dort Federal Credit Union Arena, home of the Flint Firebirds.
Wooden sticks, no curve.
No helmets.
Yeah.
The steel holders on the skates where the entire everything but the boot was made of solid steel.
Yeah. And that was bad too because everything got ice cold.
Oh.
And so you might as well have stuck your foot in a cooler.
Right.
There was no getting your feet warm unless you were constantly moving.
You might as well have played in the meat locker.
Yeah. The moment you sat on the bench and you started cooling down a bit, your feet just became numb.
Yeah. 3-1 the score. Caleb Lind, his 5th goal of the season.
Are we aging ourselves, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
Uh-huh. Word.
You can tell who's on the music
Yo.
today. It's not McKinnon. We don't have ABBA.
I just need a hat and turn it backwards like Tyler. Caleb Lynn with a goal and assist today for the Crush. Bledsoe brings it in. Picks it off. Yeats with a shot. Pushed in the back of the net. And he pointed a goal. It's 4-1. And head coach Jake Howie is absolutely irate. That's a goal. Josh Yeats has made it 4-1. Yeats, the 19-year-old from Naperville, Illinois.
If you look at the look on Howie's face.
Oh, I know.
He is just.
And Yeats, that's his first goal of the season.
Wow.
And Cooper Langley is upset. As he made the save, Yeats
And that's
and
just
went
it.
crashing
He
into.
made the save. He had the puck under his glove. Whistle was not blown yet.
And after the collision, everything went in the back of
Everything
the net.
slid in. Now, could it be a fault of why didn't you blow the whistle at that time? Right? So I think I can really see the argument.
.550 to go. It's 4-1. Yazusinas sends it in. Picked up by Dukic. Dukic had it knocked away by Donald Pratt. Interesting to note, Donald Pratt is playing on a forward line today with Blake Brackett and Jarrett LeGros. Here comes Pratt. Got Stanhope to his left elbow. Pratt with a shot, save made, rebound comes out to LeGros with a fire shot up the top, over the side. Puck knocked down, Stanhope able to keep it in, but knocked down in the second effort by Ryan Brown. 5:10 to go here in period number 2 is Josh Yeats. His first goal of the season. He's got 7 on the elite side from Joey Bledsoe at 14:06. Has given the Crush a 4-1 lead. Chicago Crush 4th goal. His first goal of the season.
Right now, Jets just trying to put some pressure on there. As LeBlanc has it behind the net. Puts it right out front, whiffs on the shot.
First goal. 4th goal, Yeats.
Schaefer took an attempt. Puck gets cleared all the way back down the other way.
Of the second period.
Up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc over.
And picked off there by Chase Kaufman. Kaufman brings it in. Knocked off the puck there, and here comes LeBlanc, who lost the wheel in front of goaltender Cooper Langley. As Kobayashi trying to feed it up. LeBlanc trying to dig it out, getting a little bit of help from Liam Smith. And knocked into the zone by Caleb Lynn, who'll go back after. Cameron Schaefer is there.
I got my drink.
I saw that.
Woo.
I have a cooler full of drink here.
Well, you know.
Have your 7-Up Tropical.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. All you got to do is ask.
Oh.
Just reach in and grab. You know that. I always bring a cooler full of beverages.
Well, not really necessarily the ones I go for,
Right,
but, I
got
could
you.
do that.
Luska sends it across. Boskovich with a shot was blocked there by Jace Levine.
And that's just one of the things. Right now, the Jets have obviously dominated the offense this period. But it only just takes that one chance, that one off something, call it puck luck, call it whatever you want, to change it. The Jets have literally outshot Chicago this game
MJDP,
a lot to a little.
11-5 in this period, 18-12 overall in this game. Chicago has fired 12 shots at Cooper Langley. They have scored 4 times.
Yeah.
Luska knocked away by Kaufman. Luska able to keep it in the second effort. The third effort was knocked away by Luzbatek. Picked up by Boskovich. Waits for his teammates to make the line change. Gamelin comes out with McLean and Rabone. Picked up by Rabone. Had it knocked off his stick, and here comes Vincent Sarantano the other way. Sarantano off the boards. Knocks it in the DP zone. Picked up Alex Fournier. Long stretch pass looking for Gamelin. Here comes Rabone. Rabone with a shot, blocked there by Edwards. As Aiden Rabone. Over to Boscovich. Boscovich to Alex Fournier. Fournier feeds up to Clovis Gamelin. Gamelin, the face-off circle, fires off the blocker. Oh, Kuzbel didn't know where it was originally. Gamelin over to Rabone, back to Gamelin. It's stuck into Keith Watkins as Rabone and Gamelin went pitchforking.
They're just trying to dig out that puck, and that's just a perfect example of playing to the whistle right there.
Play to the whistle blows.
Yep, and that's exactly what they did. You know, the other Chicago guys didn't like that they were digging out underneath them, but the whistle didn't blow yet.
My smoothie is done.
I need a trash can back there for you, Matt.
I know. I usually clear this out at the end of every night, although this is not mine. Oh, yeah, it is mine. Never mind.
Yeah, that's you.
That's mine.
That's your fault.
I have moved the Coke Zero. .205 to go here in period number 2.
You know, I have chopped Detroit dollars that I can spend now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think I'm up to like $6 in those rewards.
I should look up mine. Points. I have a bunch from last year and this year. Boscovich lost it in his net guard, able to get back out. Kuzbel covers it up with 1:47 to go here in the second period.
You know, the wide choice by Kuzbel to cover that up, especially considering all the pressure that the Jets so far this period. Now it's my turn for the hiccups today, Matt.
Yeah. Yesterday was my day.
It was. You had them bad, too.
Ugh.
But that was a good choice considering the amount of pressure that the Jets are putting on them right now as they're going to try to do it again. Just couldn't keep it in.
Puck sent down. Langley will pick it up as Rabone and Knopfsinger discussing dinner options for after the game behind the play. They have separated since. Eats with a shot, and Langley had to fight that off right out in front, and Gamelin grabs it. Over to Rabone. Rabone fighting off a trio of crush. Picked up by Ben McLean, who feeds it out in front. No one home. And sent in by Knopfsinger. Boscovich will grab it. Kicks it up to Pika. Pika over to Fournier to Gamelin. Less than a minute remaining in the second period. Pika leaves it there for Gamelin. Gamelin with the puck. Back to Pika. Pika to Gamelin. Being able to shot. Saved by Kuzbel, who hangs on with 44.8 seconds left here in period number 2.
Not a very high-quality shot on that one. He saw that the whole way. There just wasn't much to do, and he would have been better off trying to get it up to the top, circle it around, but wasn't able to do it, decided to take the shot.
Caleb Lynn has been nearly perfect on faceoffs today for the Crush. Hartnett over to Kaufman. Kaufman sends it over to the corner. 30 seconds left here in the second period. Stanhope to Pickup. Pickup looking for Jacobson. Had it knocked away. And now Owen Hartnett, pressured by Yazusinis. Picked up by Stanhope. Too far for Pickup. Kept in by Matiziak. Backhand through the legs of Hartnett. And Langley wasn't expecting that one. Picked up by Curto. Curto to Jacobson. Sends it back into the corner as time will run out and the horn will sound to end period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Chicago Crush with 6, 2-period total of 13, while MJDP with 12, 2-period total of 19. The score at the end of 2 periods of play, Chicago Crush 4, MJDP 1. DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period interview coming up. Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar is going to meet the newest member of MJDP. It is the 18-year-old from Clinton Township, Michigan, Vince Picka, who's got the lone goal for MJDP, and he's standing by with Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Vince, you are one of our new guys. Welcome to the team, and you just scored your first goal as a Metro Jet. Can you walk us through what you saw to make that happen?
Yeah, we're down low. Puck goes up high. Or no, sorry, it goes back down low. We get a shot right there for the rebound. I bury it. Feels really good to get my first one out of the way.
So what do you think heading into this third period that the message has to be to the team?
Definitely got to get more shots. You know, we had only just a couple shots in the first period. We got to get those numbers up. I think that's a big part of this game right now.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you very much.
Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We'll take a short break. Come back for a second period recap. Start of the third period. To score at the end of 2 periods of play, Chicago Crush 4, MJDP 1. You're watching Metro Jets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game number 2 of our Thursday doubleheader. This matchup in USPHL Premier Play, the score at the end of 2 periods, the Chicago Crush 4, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP 1. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman. Our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst, Tyler Naiman, continues to man the controls of the camera, while Sarah Vassar anxiously continues to stalk her victims, soon to find some unfortunate souls here at MCIA. As we jump into the DTS, Drivetrain Specialist, second period recap. For over 40 years, DTS has been the place to go for hardcore drivetrain solutions, founded and run by performance enthusiasts like our good buddy Claude Plant Jr. DTS is the kind of place they're looking for but can never find. Located in Warren, Michigan, DTS is the place for all the high-performance parts, all the hardware knowledge required to make them work in hardcore applications. Go to drivetrainspecialist.com or call 1-800-521-0628 for more information. Shots on goal in the second period. Chicago Crush was 6, 2-period total of 13, while MJDP with 12, 2-period total of 19. And it was MJDP getting on the board first in the second period to close the gap to 2-1. Vince Picca, his first game as a member of MJDP, picked up his first goal of the season on the assist from Ryan Jacobson and Caleb Curto that came at the 17-second mark of the second period to pull MJDP win 1 at 2-1. Then Caleb Lind made it 3-1 for the Crush, as Lind picking up his 5th goal of the season on the assist from Josh Yeats. That came at 11:34 to give the Crush a 3-1 lead. And then Yeats decided, well, I want to score. So he scored his first goal of the season on the Premier side on the assist from Joey Bledsoe at 14:06 to give the Crush a 4-1 lead. These two teams right back in action tomorrow, right here at MCIA. It starts with the Metro Jets Chicago Crush Elite game. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show at 11:45 a.m., 10:45 a.m. on Central Time. Face off at 12:15 p.m., 11:15 a.m. Central Time. And then immediately following the Jets Crush Elite game, it'll be the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show for MJDP Chicago Crush Round 2 of the weekend here at MCIA. That Troy Oral Surgery pregame show will be immediately following the Jets Crush Elite game with face-off 15 minutes after that. Finals from earlier today, the Red Bank Generals defeated the New Jersey Rockets 8-1. The Worcester Railers defeated the Springfield Picks 9-0. While the Florida Junior Blades over the Florida Eels 4-3. 3:30 to go in the third period. New York Dynamo up on Universal Gatineau 4-1. And later on tonight, it'll be the Fresno Monsters, Ontario Junior Reign, 7:45 Pacific Time, 9:45 Central, 10:45 Eastern. Did you get all that?
I got it all.
All right.
10:45 Eastern.
Yes. Third period about to get underway, and there is a goalie change. Cameron Cyrus now in goal for MJDP, the 19-year-old from Romeo, Michigan. Cyrus now in goal for MJDP. Cyrus, a record of 5 wins, 4 losses, a .291 goals against average, a .904 save percentage for Cyrus, who played last year with the Metro Jets Elite. 15 games played, a .229 goals against average, .931 save percentage, 3 shutouts. He's got 1 shutout this year for the former Romeo Bulldog, Cameron Cyrus, now in goal in replacement of Cooper Langley. Now in goal for the Metro Jets Development Program, number 31, Cameron Cyrus. Third period underway. MJDP, of course, the home team, wearing the blue uniforms, red and white trim. They're skating right to left on your television screen. While the Chicago Crush, who play their home games at the Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, about 15 minutes northeast of Joliet. They are the road team wearing the road whites. yellow, orange, red, gray, blue, and black trim. They're skating left to right on your Black Bear television dial. Whether it's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV, however and wherever you're watching us, including right here with your earbuds at MCIA. We certainly appreciate you tuning in to the exclusive home of USPHL hockey. That, of course, is Black Bear TV. Alex Fournier will grab it. And a good move by head coach Jake Howie. Puts Cameron Cyrus in goal. Cooper Langley, 13 shots, 9 saves for Langley. And perhaps a little befuddled at especially the last goal with a Josh Yeats crashing into him there late in the second.
Yeah, that's one of those goals right there that can obviously frustrates the goaltender, but can ruin the whole entire rest of the game for him.
Right.
And you can't play frustrated like that. You're going to make mistakes. So, yeah, good call by Coach Howie there to put Cyrus the Virus in net for this third period.
So Cyrus starts the third. Yazusinas grabs it. Steps up. Fire save made by Kuzbel. Rebound to Kobayashi, who had the shot blocked there by Ryan Brown. Gets it back off the errant pass from Connor Edwards over to Liam Smith. Smith back to Kobayashi, trying to feed it across. LeBlanc with a shot up high and wide. Brown pressured on the boards by Kobayashi. LeBlanc grabs it. Yazusinas over to Smith and tried to deflect it towards the net. Picked up by Owen Hartnett. Hartnett sends it all the way down. Yazusinas will go back after it. Icing negated, forcing Yazusinas to play the puck. Picked up by Liam Smith, crushed in the midst of a line change. Liam Smith will bring it in. Little lineup switcheroo, if you will, there, Matt Naiman. Kobayashi, Rabone, and Smith now together.
Yeah, you get the guys out there that are working and, put them together, try to make something happen.
Daniel Luska grabs it. Feeds it over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer behind the net, pressure by a couple of Crush. Knocked away, now here comes Rabone. Aiden Rabone was looking to feed Liam Smith, who was heading off for a line change. Luska grabs it. He'll send it in. Kuzbel plays it there for Alex Matiziak, the 20-year-old Chicago native. Shot there by Gamelin, and Kuzbel makes the save with 17:05 to go here in the third period. We're talking about the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who lead the USPHL Premier Midwest Division. They don't play again, Matt Naiman, until the USPHL Chicago Showcase. And their matchups, oh my, they'll start with the Minnesota Squatch on December 12th. Their doubleheader day is the 13th. They'll play the Columbus Mavericks and the Fresh Coast Freeze. Then they ended on the 14th with the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. Yours truly is actually on the call of that game.
Well, and that's going to be one, especially that first game they got. That's going to be a tough one, and that's one that, the other guys, they're going to hope that they do not win that game, and hopefully they can win some games, move up in some points, and make it a little closer, because right now they're just dominating there,
Minnesota Squash, the lone team standing of the 72-team USPHL Premier without a regulation loss. They are 16-0-1-1. Best team in USPHL Premier. And they play in that very tough USPHL Premier North Division. They're actually tied with the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings for first in the North, but the Squatch have 2 games in hand on the River Kings, with the Minnesota Blue Ox lurking in third. We'll see all those teams next weekend, the USPHL Chicago Showcase. Comes back to Nossinger with a shot, doesn't get all the way through. Boscovich had it knocked away, gets a little bit of help from Ben McLean. McLean leaves it for Rabone with a shot into the big paw of Brendan Kuzbel, who hangs on with 15:20 to go here in the third period.
Yeah, my wife's up here now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's all done signing autographs for the
Yeah,
day?
yeah.
Good.
She's done. She's done. Autograph session is done.
Good to
So
hear.
you guys will have to wait until tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Rabone
Oh, that was a
shot
nice
was
setup
blocked
right there.
Was nice block by Knopfsinger. Picked up by Alex Fournier. Goes all the way in on Knopfsinger in his own zone. Back to Fournier. They'll play a little catch. Fournier steps up. Fires up high and wide. Gamelin grabs it, feeds it back to Rabone. Rabone over to Fournier. Fournier bouncing puck, knocked away by Connor Edwards. Picked off there by Ryan Brown, kept in by Fournier. Fournier, a little stutter step. Send it across, two quick passes. Gamelin to Rabone. And went wide. Here comes Connor Edwards, the 18-year-old from Rockford, Illinois. Went all the way through. Hartnett with a shot deflected off the glove of Cyrus. And goes back behind. Puck comes right out in front. Ooh, picked off.
He did not know that was there.
Here comes Vince Picka, who's got the lone DP goal. Nice set up there. Shot, patted away. Boy, Vince Picka's got some skill. Our first look at Vince Picka.
Yeah, this isn't a guy we were able to watch at spring training and whatnot and seeing how he's developed through the season. This is it. This is his debut. This is
right.
We're getting a shot at him right now, and he's looking pretty good.
Picka started the year with the Sheridan Hawks in the NA3. Before that, played for right here with the Lance Cruz Unified Lakers. So he knows Mount Clemens Ice Arena pretty well. Caleb Curto deflects it up high. Dukic will grab it. 3 of the 4 crush goals have been the first of the season. Now they're saying rebound. Oh, Caleb Curto had the opportunity there. Kirsten Dukic, Vincent Sarantano, and Josh Yeats
What a save there.
have all scored their first goal of the season on the premier side for the Crush today. And that's what Phil Bushbacher said they needed. They needed their guys to step up.
Yeah, and they got it.
Curto's pass goes wide. Kaufman had it knocked away by LeBlanc, and here comes Caleb Lynn.
You know, and for a lot of these boys out here, they know how tough it can be to play against the Metro Jets, and for them to get their first goal against the Metro Jets, that makes it even that much more sweeter.
Liam Smith brings it in. Looking for Luska, who was pressured off the puck there by the 22 of Tomeo Tissot. Luska gets it back. Second chance. Knocked away. Another shot there. Save made by Kuzbel, who has played good today. LeBlanc to Schaefer. Schaefer with a bouncing puck goes up high and wide. Levine gets it out. Luska feeds it back over to Schaefer. Hops over the stick of Liam Smith, and Luzbatak grabs it. For Tomeo Tissot. Tissot will send it in. Schaefer blocks it. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Liam Smith. He's got Kobayashi to his left elbow. Backhand shots. Fought off by Kuzbel. Kuzbel's been exceptional today. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Luska. Luska with a shot. Saved by Kuzbel. Picked off by Donald Pratt. Pratt feeds it over to Schaefer. Schaefer to Luska. Luska steps up, sidesteps one man. Sends it across, looking for Pratt. Was knocked away by Luzbatek. Kobayashi will grab it. Feeds it up the blue line to Luska. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer to shot. Blocked by Sarantano. Schaefer gets it back. Feeds it in the corner. Donald Pratt knocked to the ice by Tissot. Picked up by Keith Watkins. And Watkins will fire it down. Icing the call. Cyrus went to play it, and that's what head coach Phil Bushbacher is arguing about.
But he didn't.
Well, Bushbacher's argument is that Cyrus went to go play it, which should negate the icing. That is the correct call. So err on icing, face off center ice. It was a correct call. Or correct heads up there by Phil Bushbacher. Graham wins the draw to Brackett. Brackett to LeGros. Jarrett LeGros had it knocked away by Knopfsinger. Comes back to Fournier. Fournier steps up, fires just wide. Boscovich grabs it. Boscovich's shot was blocked. Picked up by Jarrett LeGros. LeGros had it knocked away by Edwards. And it comes on the neutral zone for Fournier. Fournier brings it right back in. Fournier puts on the brakes, knocked to the ice by Mikey Large. Kept in by Blake Brackett. Brackett with a shot in the glove. Rebound comes out. Puck was loose, knocked away by Connor Edwards. Picked up by Brackett. Lost in his skates, knocked away by Bledsoe. Bledsoe fighting with Boscovich for the puck. Comes back to Landon Graham the other way. Graham to LeGros. Jarrett LeGros for Blake Brackett. Brackett fires, saved by Kuzbel, who hangs on with 10:22 to go here in the third period.
They're going to have to get something going here. They're at least going to have to get one quick one here for the second half of this third period.
They got to figure out how to solve Brendan Kuzbel. 25 shots, 24 saves for the 20-year-old goaltender from Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Yeah, with the way he's playing right now, they're going to have to catch him on a rebound. They're going to have to catch him moving. He's being real solid in between the pipes, tracking the puck really well. They're going to have to catch him moving.
His Houstonist puck was blocked and picked up by Ryan Brown. Brown to Caleb Lynn. His Houstonist sends it right back in, picked up by Caleb Curto. Curto to Picka. Picka had it knocked away by Matiziak. Right out in front of Curto with a shot, and he scores! Caleb Curto brings MJDP within two. As Caleb Curto, the 18-year-old from Garden City, Michigan, his third goal of the season, and MJDP now trails 4-2.
Can I say it again, Matt?
Sure.
They need to come up with a quick one here.
Right, right.
Before that halfway mark. They're still before the halfway mark. It's 10:01.
Yes, it is. And Caleb Curto, the former Livonia Red Stallion, his first goal since November 9th against the Chicago Crush.
Oh, and here we go again.
Gamelin with a shot. Big goal by Caleb Curto. Now here comes Jace Levine. Levine trying to feed to Martino. Had it knocked away by Ben McLean. And puck out of play in the netting. 9:36 to go here in the third period. Caleb Curto, his third goal of the season. 2 of those 3 goals have come against the Chicago Crush.
With the way the Jets have been playing the second period into the third period, they're doing good on maintaining the puck possession into the zone. They're just not getting very good looks at the shots, and it doesn't really help that Kuzbel is doing a fantastic job out there.
Shots 9-2 in favor of MJDP. 28-15 overall. Caleb Curto is third of the season from Vince Picka.
Big hit there.
And Ryan Jacobson at 9:58. That was a big hit on Rabone. Metro Jets Development Program's second goal. His third goal of the season. Scorer by number 71, Caleb Curto. Assisted by number 41, Vince Picka. And number 49, Ryan Jacobson. Time of the goal, 9:58 in the third period. That's MJDP's second goal. Curto, his third of the season from Picka and Jacobson at the 9-minute 58-second mark of the third period. Ryan Jacobson with 2 assists today.
Yeah, it's funny. What's funny is I told him during the break, he's out there, and I was like, let's go. Let's get some more work to do. And he's like, well, I got an assist.
Right.
And I'm like, we need more from you. Let's go. And, hey, guess what he did? Good on him.
That Picka, Curto, and Jacobson line have accounted for every point. Caleb Curto and Vince Picka, both with a goal and assist. Ryan Jacobson with 2 assists.
Yeah, Pick on his debut game here.
Yeah. And Vince Picka has shown a lot of signs of some real talent. And he's on the ice now. Luska trying to knock it away from Mikey Large and gets a little bit of help from Mario Boscovich. 4-2 to score, 7:50 remaining here in the third period. Long-range shot sticked away by Kuzbel. Matiziak knocked away by Kobayashi. Comes back to Dukic. Back to Matiziak, pressured there. Fournier couldn't keep it in. Boscovich goes back after it. 7:30 to go here in the third period. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Kobayashi for Smith. Smith misfired on the shot and then lost the wheel. Pressured there by Tissot. Smith digs it out. Him and LeBlanc collide. And it comes back to Boscovich at the point. Boscovich sends it over into the corner. Met there by Kobayashi. Kobayashi had it knocked away by Caleb Lind. Lind to Bledsoe. Joey Bledsoe had it knocked away by Fournier. Nice defensive play. And it comes back to Kobayashi. 3-on-2 again if they hurry. Liam Smith brings it in. Smith feeds it back to LeBlanc with a shot, and Kuzbel covers with 6:46 to go here in the third period.
This game here could get very interesting really quick, especially if the Jets are able to get another one on the board. This game could very well get very, very interesting. No, nothing yet.
No, nothing yet.
No.
May have to wait till tomorrow on that.
By then it'll be too late. Everyone else will see it.
Landon Graham will take the draw against John Martino, the captain. Wins the draw. Good draw win by Graham. Here's Houston with a shot into the glove of Kuzbel. Knocked off a couple seconds. Face off again. Won that time by Martino. Brackett grabs it over for Graham. Landon Graham's in the back in the corner for Brackett. Pressured there by Knopfsinger. Edwards grabs it. Donald Pratt had it. Had it taken away. Now Knopfsinger sends it all the way down. This could be icing. And it is. 6:23 to go here in the third period.
That was a perfect opportunity from them. You know, they got some of the Crush players are out there with some tired legs right now. The Jets have been putting up some good pressure, and you have a line out there with Pratt that can do some damage.
The Chicago Crush trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. Yzusinis brings it in. Feeds out in front. Pratt had it knocked away. Stanhope had it knocked. Now Martino. Hold on, Hartnett. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Hartnett knocked away by Landon Graham. Stanhope comes back to help out. Great defensive play by both Landon Graham and Spencer Stanhope. Yzusinis will grab it. Stanhope to Graham who deflects it in. Donald Pratt goes after it. Pratt knocks Knopfsinger into the boards. Hartnett kept in. Nice play by McLean to Pratt. Pratt had it knocked over into the corner. Pratt battles there with Ryan Brown. Gets a little bit of help from Ben McLean. Luska pinches in. 5:35 to go here in the third period.
Pratt is just out. He's out there. He is just gassed right now.
Toward the end of a long shift.
Yeah. There he is.
He'll
going
head off
back.
now. And a penalty coming. It's on MJDP. So opportunity for the Crush to kill off some valuable time. Knopfsinger with a puck. Feeds it over to Edwards. Remember, it's possession and control of the puck before the whistle can blow. So Edwards brings it in. Basically a free play for for the Crush, and there it is. So Blake Brackett will head off. Not what he needed with 4:56 to go.
Not at all.
Here in the third period. 2-minute minor for hooking.
I was trying to figure out, because when you said there was a penalty, I looked. Brackett was the one on the ice.
Right.
So that's where I assumed off the top of my head it was going to be on Chicago, and I don't know how that developed.
Time running out.
So this would be the perfect time for this MJDP team to get one of those shorthanded goals.
Right. 4:40 to go. Not only do they have to kill off this penalty, they gotta create a scoring opportunity while shorthanded.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to do.
Lozbatak will grab it. Over to Vincent Serrentano. Serrentano now to Tissot. To Keith Watkins. Watkins with a shot into the glove of Cameron Cyrus, who hangs on. It's only the third shot Cameron Cyrus has faced this period. Shots 10-3 in favor of MJDP, 29-16 overall.
And a 4-2 game.
4-2 game.
That's something you don't see very often.
Face off won by the Crush. Serrentano with a shot was blocked by his own teammate inadvertently. Ryan Brown had knocked away by Fournier. Serrentano grabs it. Pressure by Liam Smith. Connor Edwards bouncing puck. Shot saved by Cyrus. And Fournier will just wrap it around the boards. 4 minutes left. 1:05 to go in the power play. May have forgotten to call the penalty.
Yeah, I believe you did, Matt.
MJDP penalty to number 10, Blake Brackett.
Yeah, we got a lot going on up here, so.
Penalty called at 15:03 of the third period.
Well, Nofsinger's going to bring it over the line.
2 minutes for hooking.
Looking for somewhere to go. He's going to get wrapped up on the corner.
That means MJDP goes back
As
to taking
the
back.
Crush right now are just content tying it up right now along that corner.
30 seconds left in the power play. Shot there goes behind the net. Collected by Bledsoe. Bledsoe for the 25 of Nofsinger. Bouncing puck goes wide. Puck right out in front, knocked away, and Clovis Gamelin will just fire it down. 15 seconds left in the power play. The Crusher 1 for 4 today with a man advantage. And Stanhope makes sure with a second, and both teams now back to full strength. Both teams back to full strength. MJDP, good news for them, 4 for 5. I'm taking to the mat, Michigan Athlete Training penalty kill, which included a 5-minute major for boarding.
Yeah,
early in the game.
that was a tough one, and that's where Chicago got one of them. Chicago got one on that.
$2:50 to go here in the third period. MJDP's got to get out of their own zone first, and then they got to pick up 2 quick goals. LeBlanc lost it in his skates. Him and Picca collided, and Stanhope will go back after it. Stanhope feeds it to Zusinis. Got it out in the neutral zone. Matiziak will grab it, and we'll just lob it in. Picked up by Stanhope. Stanhope to Picca. Vince Picca. Feeds it across. LeBlanc with a shot, and Kuzbel makes the save with 2:19 to go. At what point does Cameron Cyrus head to the bench?
And that was a real nice play by Picca, getting into the zone and holding up and waiting for that man to come in over the line to make that pass. That was a really, really good heads-up play.
Vince Picca has shown a lot of talent in his first game with MJDP.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Picca right
Definitely.
now.
Expect Cameron Cyrus to head to the bench at any time for an extra attacker. Owen Hartnett sends it in the neutral zone, picked up by Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer off the boards. McLean too far for Rabone. Hartnett grabs it. 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. MJDP now a possession. Luska over to McLean. McLean pressure on the puck by Lesbatek. Rabone grabs it. McLean digs it out. Wraps it around the boards. Luska keeps it. Nice play by Luska. He'll step up. He'll fire off the shoulder of Kuzbel. Schaefer for Rabone. Feeds it back to McLean. Looking for Galen too far for him. Schaefer able to keep it in. Minute 25 to go. Picked up by McLean. Cyrus still in the net for now. Cyrus is looking. He sees it. Now he's coming. Extra attacker on the ice. Bouncing puck goes wide. Extra attacker is Thomas LeBlanc. Lynn couldn't get it out. 1:05 to go here in the third period. LeBlanc backhand shot saved by Kuzbel. And he'll hang on with 1 minute and 1 second left in the third period. If you're head coach Jake Howie, you calling a timeout at this point?
Oh, that's a tough call. You very well could. Or you could really hope for another whistle to do that as well. with 1 minute left, that could go either way. The guys are taking their time getting set back up.
Oh, yeah.
So
They're in no
could,
hurry.
Yeah, they could very well wait, considering the amount of, they got all their guys out there right now, and considering the amount of time that they're taking, they very well could, right before the face-off, call the timeout.
Well, the MJDP has 7 guys on the ice. So while they are granted the extra attacker,
not
not that many. Important face-off, Kobayashi against Martino. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Picca with the puck. The Kobayashi with a shot was partially blocked. Picca sends it back over to Luska. Luska cross ice over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer back to Luska. Luska with a shot. Saved by Kuzbel again with 44 seconds left here in the third.
Kuzbel he's been solid. He's been really, really good for this Crush team right now.
31 shots, 29 saves for the 20-year-old from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Another important draw. Martino against Kobayashi. Kobayashi wins the draw. Back to Liam Smith. Smith behind the net. Over to Picca. Vince Picca. Pressure by Connor Edwards. Gets a little bit of help from Thomas LeBlanc. Watkins fires it. Not out. Kept in by Luska. Luska over to Picca. Picca back to Luska. Sends it across. Over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot. Deflected wide. Kobayashi grabs it. Bouncing puck. Goes nowhere. Cameron Schaefer grabs it right to the stick of Knopfsinger. And he'll just backhand it down. It's not going to be far enough for icing. Luska's got to play it. 10 seconds left. Time running out. Kobayashi will bring it in. Kobayashi steps up, fires off the glove, and that's going to do it. The Chicago Crush have snapped a 6-game losing streak with a 4-2 victory over the Metro Jets development program. My goodness.
Yeah, John Martino out on the ice, who was grabbing his neck. He went down funny. He's getting up on his own.
Game total of 18. Well, the Metro Jets development program of 15, game total of 34. Final score, Chicago Crush 4, MJDP 2. Your Ocean Blue development, 3 stars of the game. Brought to you by Ocean Blue Development. Out of Tampa, Florida, developing residential real estate aimed at workforce buyers in the great state of Florida and providing investors with attractive risk-adjusted returns by investing in small to mid-sized residential real estate development projects in high-demand markets around the southeastern United States. Number 3 star of the game for the Chicago Crush. 34 shots, 32 saves, goaltender. Number 30, Brendan Kuzbel, your number 3 star. Your number 2 star of the game. 1 goal, 1 assist in his Metro Jets development program debut. For MJDP, the 41 of Vince Picca is your number 2 star. And your number 1 star of the game. 1 goal, the game-winning goal, as well as 1 assist. For the Chicago Crush, the number 9 of Caleb Lind is your Ocean Blue Development player of the game. With the win, the Chicago Crush snap a 6-game losing streak, and they'll climb to 6 wins, 14 losses, 1 overtime loss for 13 points, 1 point back of the third-place Chicago Cougars, while MJDP falls to 11-10-1, still 23 points, snapping a brief 1-game winning streak. These 2 teams will go back at it again tomorrow. Friday, December 5th. It'll start with the Metro Jets Elite, Chicago Crush Elite, Troy Oral Surgery pregame show at 11:45 a.m. Eastern, 10:45 a.m. Central Time.
You're not even going to do an interview with Sarah? How dare
Well, Sarah said no.
She's right here.
We love you, Sarah.
You can just interview Sarah.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
So, Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, 11:45 a.m. Eastern, 10:45 a.m. Central. Face-offs at 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 Central. Unless that has changed within the last 10 minutes.
I don't think so.
It
Oh, we were literally just getting this. So new times tomorrow. Literally just got this. So tomorrow, the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central for our fans in Chicago. Face-off is at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Central. And then immediately following the Jets Crush Elite game, it'll be the Metro Jets Development Program Chicago Crush premiere. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show immediately following the Elite game. Face-off 15 minutes after warm-ups.
And that is not the news we were waiting on.
That is not the news we were waiting on. We'll wait another day for that news we were waiting on. We'll tell you later, Sarah. So 2 games, both go in the Crush favor. Good day for Phil Bushbacher.
Oh, a great day for the Crush right there. I mean, they played hard. They battled. They got what they deserved. They played the full 60 minutes, and that's what happens when you do. And now on this game here, the Jets outshot the Crush, but the Crush just. They had, I guess you could say, you can call it puck luck, you can call it what you want, but at the end of the day, those who score more win the game.
Indeed. So both finals today go in the Crush favor. Chicago Crush Elite 8, Metro Jets Elite 4, and then this game you just watched, Chicago Crush 4, Metro Jets Development Program 2. On behalf of all of us at the Metro Jets Hockey Club, we thank you for tuning in. We're right back at it tomorrow. Once again, Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central. Face-off, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Central. Metro Jets Elite, Chicago Crush Elite, followed immediately by the Metro Jets Development Program, Chicago Crush, in USPHL Premier Play. For all of us with the Metro Jets Hockey Club, for Tyler Naiman on the camera, for all the staff and management volunteers, for Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club Honors reporter Sarah Vassar, who continues to stalk prey here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena in search of victims. See, she agreed, Matt. And for Matt Naiman, my partner in crime, color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, my name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets, saying good afternoon from Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Once again, final score, Chicago Crush 4, Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP 2. You've been watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Good afternoon, everybody.